Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the American School of Hypnosis Hangout. Yes, we're having a hangout today, and I'd like to start out by introducing myself. I'm Rainey, and this
I'm Ralu. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Raluca.
beautiful day
Welcome.
today. Go ahead, Raluca.
I just wanted to say welcome, and I was just going to tell you, honey, that you forgot your earpieces. I can hear a slight echo. That's why. So, good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about meditation and hypnosis practices. Do you guys meditate? Leave us in the comments below. Do you meditate? And if you do, what do you do? How do you do it? Right?
And
Yeah.
since this is a hangout, and
Mhm.
we're just gonna kind of hang out. If you have any questions about meditation, about hypnosis, I'm still trying to get in the middle of the screen here. Let us know. We're here to answer
Yeah.
questions and to chat and to just help people to progress. We're here for you. So the question is, what can we do for you? You need to let us know, or we can't help you. And also, whoever's watching, let us know who you are, where you're from. We always like to see who the furthest one is, furthest one away from Raluca. And she's about 30 or so feet away. Let's see, I'm going to turn off the my voice here. There we go. So while waiting for people to come on, let us know who they are, where they're from, who's the furthest, who's going to win this contest, and any questions they might have. Let's start out by letting you know some of the things we've been working on. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, we have created a new meditation course. And I'm going to get to that page so I can tell you this meditation course basically explains 30 different meditations. And of the 30, we have like 16 of them where I created not live because it's recorded, but video sessions. I actually
Yeah.
went
Mhm.
through the like a guided meditation, so you can go through 16 different kinds to find out which one works for you. Now this course is a certified practitioner course, so as a result you're going to get a certificate as a meditation practitioner. And what does that mean? That means you can start your own business doing meditation, group meditation, individual meditation, or you can use it to expand your present hypnosis practice. And there's a lot of great things you can do with that. If you're doing hypnosis, instead of giving somebody a small hypnosis MP3 to listen to every day until they see you the next time to kind of build the habit, you can teach them how to do a quick meditation. And like I said, there's 30 different methods in here. If you want to do like a group meditation thing, you can have like a weekly group meditation and do it different, shake it up a little bit each time. You could do like a loving kindness meditation, an awareness meditation, a breathing meditation, a standing meditation, a lying down. So it's amazing the different ones. This course has been a hoot to create. I've learned an awful lot doing it. It's been a very relaxing course. Raluca's listening. She's in her office, and I'm doing the videos.
Mhm.
And I get done the video, and I shake my head. I go, "I just about fell asleep in that one." She goes, "Me too," and I'm just listening to you in the other room. So
Too much meditation.
it's been very,
Yeah.
very relaxing. And we got people coming in here. We have Muhammad Tabassum. Well, anyways, hi Muhammad from Pakistan. Welcome. And from Pakistan, that's going to be a hard one to beat. You're further than Raluca. You're
Yeah.
further than 30 feet away. So you're the winner so far. So, like I said, any of you have questions, observations, if you do meditation on your own, let us know about it.
So we have a question here on our banners. What is meditation?
What is meditation? Uh, oh, meditation is basically bringing yourself. I mean, there's a lot of definitions, but ultimately, it's bringing yourself to the alpha theta brainwave state,
Exactly. Yeah.
where your mind is open. It's open to. It's quieter because all the noise and the busyness is the beta brainwave state we're in now, and you're trying to still your mind. And the best way to
Hmm.
still your mind, to make it quiet and stop the thoughts of what did happen, what's going to happen, is to bring yourself to the now. And it's interesting, this question, what is meditation? When you think about the definition of meditation, it's very similar to the definition of hypnosis. Now, we say hypnosis is being open to suggestion, but where are you more open to suggestion than any other time? The alpha theta
In
state.
alpha. Yeah.
Where are you in the present moment? The alpha theta state. In fact, the theta brainwave state is a place of amnesia. A lot of people don't realize that when you cross into alpha, into theta, you
Yeah.
go into amnesia. But it's also a place of no stress. No stress. Okay. Stress comes from the future, what you're worried this is going to happen. What if that happens? You know, you see the scarecrow at the end of the cornfield on the edge. You look at him, you look again, and he's gone. You've seen that in the scary movies. Things that you're usually afraid of are things that might happen, and most of the time they never come, but you still hang on to that stress and that worry and that worry. So there is no stress there. Stress comes from the lighter states of alpha, but mostly beta right now. All you have to do is bring yourself to alpha theta, bring yourself into meditation, and stress goes away. It's also where you're open to the spiritual side. I tell people, if you look at, it's hard to do this here. Okay, I got a bracket here and a bracket here. So this is the conscious side, this is the subconscious side. So when your eyes are open into the beta and they start to close, they open up an alpha theta. So when they're open in the physical side, they're closed in the spiritual side. So in those, it's easier to do when you have two brackets and put them down. But see, these are my human brackets. Okay, when one closes, the other one opens. And it's interesting when you look at it that way. Simply closing your eyes blocks out 80% of beta activity. And in beta, it's like you have blocks. You know, you have those binders like horses have. You're just in yourself. You're in the five senses. I have no idea what Raluca's feeling, what she's thinking. I have no connection with the other side spiritualness because beta is separation. Okay. Now you're in all brainwave states simultaneously, but you're in one dominantly. So right now, when you're awake and you're listening to me and watching me and I'm talking to you, that's beta. Just closing your eyes, you block out 80% of it. So immediately into alpha. Isn't that cool? Then you take a few deep breaths, and then you're starting to get down into the deeper parts of alpha and theta. And that's why meditation, what do they always say? Close your eyes, take a deep
Take a
breath.
deep breath. Hmm.
Where else do they say that? Hypnosis, close your eyes, take
Yeah.
a deep breath. So, and I know we teach this as a school. We teach you to do an induction and a deepener and a depth test, and then you do your session. When in reality, with most people, all you have to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath. They're already in the
Hmm.
hypnotic state. But doing an induction and a deepener takes them there even more. So as soon as they close their eyes, they're in alpha, where most hypnosis sessions, alpha is fine. But by having them take the deep breaths and bringing them a little bit deeper, now you're getting them to the alpha theta where the mind is more open to suggestion than any other time, where you're blocking out all negativity, where your subconscious is open, like I said, to receive the helpful suggestions. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get the resistance gone. Oh, let's see. I had a question here too. We've been talking about this. Matter of fact, we spoke about this on our self-help site there just a couple days ago. And matter of fact, the title was, I think, Can Cats Be Hypnotized? Can cats be hypnotized? What do you guys think? You probably didn't watch that site. Can cats be hypnotized? Leave your comments right now. Let's see who's right. Dun, dun, dun. It's interesting. Can cats be hypnotized? Let me give you a little history lesson here, okay? back 100 years ago, before I got into hypnosis, I was a magician. A lot of people don't know that. Yes, I was actually a comedy magician. And as a magician, we did a lot of wacky things. You know, when I first started doing magic, I worked with birds. I had an umbrella cockatoo, one of these big birds, used to sit on my shoulder, named Fred. For those people that are my age and older, you'll remember the movie Beretta, who had a umbrella cockatoo named Fred. Well, that's where I got the idea. But
Uh-huh.
Fred went with me everywhere. I was in charge of all the entertainment at a theme park here up in Maine, and Fred would walk around the park with me. I'd do shows with him. I'd make him come out of hats and all kinds of weird places. And I also had doves. I had must have had like 8 doves. It seemed like there were an awful lot more, but you learn how to reload them. And it's amazing what you can do with a dove. I used to hypnotize my doves on stage. And what you do is you take the bird, okay, and no birds were harmed in the filming of that, but you take the bird and you put him upside down in your hand, okay, so his head is facing up and his feet are up in the air, and you hold on to his wings a little so he doesn't want to fly away, and you pat him from underneath his beak all the way down to his feet. So you just pat him lightly. They like it. And all of a sudden he'd be like, okay, he'd be completely still. You could take him and put him on a kid's head and let the kid walk away. Or sometimes I'd take him and put him on my little podium stand here. I had one of those magic tables. I'd put him there, and as I'm doing the show, he'd stay there for as long as I left him. Okay. Now people say, "Oh, you hypnotize him," and I snap my fingers, and he'd jump up and take off. But is it really hypnosis? We look at it and we say hypnosis, but I just put him to sleep. Okay. Just like when you take a dove, if you put anything over their head, so it's dark, they go to sleep. That's why magicians can have doves in all their pockets. Okay. I used to have a tuxedo and I kept one in my pocket. It was a loose fitting tuxedo. So I could take them out and do a trick. And people are like, where'd that dove come from? Some people put them up their sleeves all over the place. Be careful if you ever try that, not to forget the dove. I'm one of these people. I get home and I throw my clothes in the laundry. And Raluca says, Rainey, what's this in your pocket? Never did it with
You
a dove.
forgot the dove.
When I was a kid, I did it with worms because I used to go fishing and not take the worms out of my pocket. My mother hated that. You got some dried up worms. Mom, you killed them. But anyway, that's another whole story. So you can put animals to sleep. Matter of fact, I went to a convention once and they were talking about hypnotizing chickens. The interesting thing with a chicken, you can take a chicken, you can lie him down on the ground and take his head. So his head, let's say this is his head, right? You're like, oh, geez, chicken, there's his beak. And you lie it down on the ground and pat him. So his head just stays, let's say if this is the ground. So his head just kind of stays like that on the ground. And then from the front of his beak, draw a line with chalk on the ground. So if you're on, outside in a tire, you draw a line.
You did that at the convention?
Yeah, they did it at a hypnosis convention. So they took the chicken, they lied him down, they
I
drew
see
a
what's
line
going on
on
at
the floor.
hypnosis conventions now.
Yeah.
What are you guys
And
doing there?
as soon as they drew the line, they just stopped. Oh, this was on the radio, television. They had reporters there, and they just left the line alone, and they let the chicken go, and the chicken just stays there, just staring at that line. Okay, I imagine you could do it with a string or anything coming right from here, going away. So see, you can hypnotize chickens. And of course, you snap your fingers and they jump out of it. We do that to make it look like, oh, they were in hypnosis. The snapping their fingers just snaps them out of sleep. That's all it is. They're in like a kind of like a trance, if you like the word trance. I hate that word. Snakes. You can do it with a snake. Same thing, from rubbing them from the neck down their belly. Okay, I had a magician friend, okay, Ralph. He's retired. Actually, he might have passed away. I haven't seen him in 15 years, and he was like 89 last time I saw him. So anyways, I hope he's still around, not performing anymore, but I used to go over and see him, and he'd tell me all the stories. He was hired at this small Baptist church. You know the kind we're talking about. It's a small church, and it has the wooden benches and all that, kind of like on Little House on the Prairie, one of those old Western type. So anyways, he was hired to go in and do a magic show. So he says, I was going to do the Moses illusion. And the Moses illusion is, how Moses in the Bible walked with a cane all the time. Well, he took this long snake, a grass snake, a garden snake, what do you want to call it? I think it was about 5 feet long. but they don't, they're not poisonous. He hypnotized it just before going in, because us magicians have all kinds of partners in cages. He hypnotized it just before going in by doing that. And when you do that, it becomes stiff like a stick. You can actually pick it up and hold it out, and it'll just stay just like, just kind of like this, So he hypnotized the snake and got it to be stiff. And he walked in the place like he was walking with a cane. And when he got to the front of the church, his opening act was, because he had dressed with a wig and it was being funny, and his opening act was to take the snake, and he dropped it on the ground, and the snake woke up and slithered away, right? He says, "You've never seen a church empty out so quickly. People were knocking the benches over, jumping over each other, and running out of the place." He goes, "They never did pay me, and I was never called back again." He goes, "Don't ever do the Moses illusion." But again, another animal that you can hypnotize, and the list goes on. There's a lot of them you could do that with.
But how about cats?
Do cats meditate? Okay. The thing is, cats live in the alpha brainwave state. Okay, so when we do hypnosis, we bring ourselves to the alpha state to be hypnotized. Why? Because we have these issues with stress and confidence and public speaking. But what issues do cats have? Not being able to wake you up in the morning to give you their food. Okay. Cats don't have issues because they're always in the hypnotic state, which is alpha. So can you hypnotize them? No. Well, first of all, they can't sit. Or can you teach them to meditate? Well, cats can't do that. They don't have thumbs. Okay. So number one, they don't have opposable thumbs, and they're not going to sit. Well, actually, our cat does sit up. He's really weird. But they don't sit like that, like we do in a chair and meditate. Okay. But can they reach the meditation level? Yes. Because
they're already in it. Yeah.
They're already in it. You ever watch cats run around the house chasing something that's not there? Imaginary friends, you ever see them? They're like a baby. They're completely content wherever they are with whatever they're doing, because they can see beyond the veil, like we do when we go into meditation or hypnosis. We can see. That's the whole idea, is to see beyond that veil between the beta and the alpha, the physical body and the spiritual. Okay. That's why we're blended beings. We're blended beings of spiritual and physical, body and mind. So they can see between that because they live there. They don't really come to beta. When you're busy on the computer, they'll come up to you and they'll bite you if you don't pat them, because they don't understand why you get this busyness. It annoys them. Okay. That's why when you go into hypnosis, we tell people, always make sure animals are outside the room, because if you don't let them out, as soon as you go into meditation or go into hypnosis, they're going to jump on your lap, because they're like, wow, mom or dad, they understand me now. I can relate to them. I mean, our cat is not, she's friendly, but she's not a lap cat. She doesn't like to sit on you all the time. Matter of fact, if you go to pick her up, she'll run. Okay. And like yesterday, I was doing meditation on my chair over here, and Mitzi was sitting on the floor about maybe 20 feet away looking at me. And I knew she was going to get on me. So I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, relaxed, brought myself to alpha. And then I opened my eyes a little bit and I saw her get up. She ran right over, jumped on the chair, and lied down right across my chest. And, they enjoy being there because they're in the same frequency as you. So they can't be hypnotized, but they don't need to be, because they're already there. They don't have the issues we have. They live there. And you know what else does? Children.
Yeah, children, they already are there in the alpha theta brainwave state, especially from the ages of 6 to 12.
Yeah, from birth to age 2, they're in the delta, the deep state, because they're pure subconscious, because they haven't developed their conscious mind. They haven't created habits. And then what is it, from 2 to 6?
Yeah,
they're in theta.
6 in theta, and 6 to 12 in alpha.
6 to 12 in alpha. So, and that's their primary state. They don't even get into this beta busyness as a primary state until they're about 12 years old. That's why don't try to reason with kids. They can't reason. Reasoning is a beta thing.
Yeah.
So when you tell the 5-year-old kid, you better put that toy away or you're going to get punished when you get home or you're not going to have this. You're going to have to, I'm going to speak to your dad. All they are picking up, you're trying to reason with them. All they're picking up is that when mommy's mad, she waves a finger at me. The next
Yeah.
day you see them at preschool, a kid takes their toy and they go like this to them. Monkey see, monkey do. Because all
Yeah.
they learned is mom gets upset, she waves a finger. Doesn't understand a word that's coming out of your mouth. It's crazy when I see someone in a grocery store trying to reason with their kid and they're yelling at their kid. It's like
The kid is 4.
some people shouldn't have
Okay.
kids. They don't understand the word they're saying.
Yeah.
There was one guy in a market basket the other day, and his kid was crying. He saw this big plastic truck and crying for the truck and crying, "You can't have that. I can't afford it." Da 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 da. And the kid don't know what afford means. So I kind of was next to him. He looked at me shaking his head in frustration. I says, "Can I give you a little advice from a guy that raised 6 kids?" He goes, "Sure, anything." I says, "Give the toy to the kid." He goes, "What?" I says, "Give it to him. Let him play with it while he's walking around because they have such short attention spans. He's going to probably not want to play with it after he gets down the second aisle." I said, "Let him play with it. And when you get to the register, if he's still holding it, grab something from your cart that you want to buy and say, 'Hey, can you hold this for me? It's really important.' And then put the toy down." Completely change his mind. You need to occupy them. Let them, why fight with them? Why reason with them? Let them have what they want. Kids aren't interested in ownership. They just want to play with something. So
Yeah.
let them play with it. Yeah. So you had something else there on the board there, Ralu. What was it?
One more question, and then that's it. Is there a right or wrong way to meditate?
No. So there you have it, folks. Now he doesn't elaborate. There's really, there's a lot of formatted ways. I hear these people saying, "Well, my guru taught me you got to do it this way, and you got to take 3.2 breaths at 7 seconds long." And don't worry about that stuff. You don't have to sit there with your fingers like this and your body in a pretzel unless you want to. I
If you
mean, it's
want to, yeah.
cool.
If that's
Okay?
your thing, yeah.
Yeah, but the universe doesn't care what you look like.
It's more about what's going on in your mind, your mindset, than
Exactly. The
anything else.
universe
Yeah.
don't care if you look like a pretzel, if you have this perfect serene type. It really doesn't care. And even if you could do it, it's not going to make it any better. You could be standing, you can be lying down, you can be, the whole idea is to try to bring yourself to the now, and you're going to get distracted. I'm distracted with everything. Fine. Don't be judgmental. If something happens, follow it for a little while if you want, but let go, bring yourself back. That's why they always give you a focal point in most meditations. You're focusing on a candle, on a dot, on your breathing, on whatever, on chanting. There's different meditations. Matter of fact, in the course, there's a sound meditation, there's a mantra meditation. There's, so you can focus on a mantra, an om or something like that, which gives you focus. So if your mind wanders, you bring it back. I like the sitting meditation with my eyes open. I'll focus on the dot and I look at the dot. I kind of like look through the wall, almost like I'm looking beyond the dot, and it brings me to a meditative state with my eyes open. But I get something to focus on. Or sometimes I'll focus while we're Lucas shopping. I'll meditate sitting in the car, just watching customers coming in and out of the store. That's kind of a fun one because when you watch them, oh, look how he's dressed. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, he must be with her. But that's what you normally do. But instead of doing that, sit there and look at people and let yourself relax and be non-judgmental. Just look at things as they are. Person, kid, cat, dog. And just let your mind go. Don't get attached to other things. And so it's fun to see that. And one of my favorite ones, actually, I have 3 favorite ones. Uh, Years ago, I was saying in the course that years ago, I actually studied with some Buddhist monks at the Arya Loka Center in New Hampshire. And it was a non-denominational meditation. I was going through things in my life. This is what, about 25, 30 years ago. I studied with them, and they were teaching 2 meditations, which we actually practice both in the course. One was the loving kindness meditation, the metta they call it, or the metta brahmana. They have several names for it, where you're wishing wellness on someone. You're wishing yourself good things, peace and happiness and love. Then you wish it to someone you like, and then you put those wishes out to people that you maybe don't like, and then to the whole world. And it helps you to feel better about everyone. It helps you to feel open, relaxed. It helps you with forgiveness, with letting go of anger, and a lot of these kind of things. So that's one. The other one is a breathing meditation. I think they call I have a hard time with these names, the Vipassana meditation, okay, which is focusing on your breath and focusing on where it comes in and goes down. It's really neat just by focusing on the sensation where it hits your nostrils, your mouth, and going down your lungs and raising your chest and your stomach. It just takes you away and coming out. And whenever you think of something, you go back and focus on your breath. But one of my favorite is the chakra meditation. We have a regular chakra meditation to help you with, working with all your chakras, but I use it as a clearing meditation. Okay. I call it my spiritual dental floss that I work. Okay. You know what dental floss is, you know,
Yeah.
and, or pipe cleaner, your spiritual pipe cleaner. And as we go through each meditation from the crown chakra to the third eye chakra to all the different chakras, we talk about them, the color, what they're for. And you imagine this healing ribbon going through. And it's almost like a dental floss and going all the way through to the base chakra, where you can kind of go up and down and you clear and align all your chakras. Now, most problems that people have in the world can be related to one of your chakras, like your base chakra or the sacral chakra, the one way at the bottom there, your tailbone chakra, whatever you want to call it, has to do with financial issues and financial problems. That's the one that causes, if you have a lot of back trouble, it's usually associated with with that chakra. And a lot of people that have back problems also have financial problems. But by working on that chakra and clearing that out, you can actually help to clear out the lower back problems and even clear up a lot of your financial problems. And there's different ones, for spiritual issues up here, for different emotional issues down in here. So it's kind of neat. You can look at it, figure out which chakra is blocked or which chakra rises, multiple, and dental floss them in alignment. Now I'm sure whoever created that, the monk or the Buddha, whoever created that chakra meditation is going to say it wasn't meant to be used with dental floss, but there's no right or there's no wrong. How does your mind see it? How does it feel to you? Does it work to you? And that's the whole purpose of the course. There's
Yeah.
30 of them. Try them. Try them with yourself, with your family, with your friend, and see which one resonates with you, which one feels best for you, which one can help you physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, attaining your goals. So, like I said, what's the similarity between them and hypnosis? It's pretty much to me the same because they both are there to help you. Usually with hypnosis, you're doing it to someone else, and unless you're doing self-hypnosis a lot, and meditation is normally you're doing for yourself, unless you have a business, and then it's cool because you can share it with a lot of people. And the
Mhm.
feeling, the spiritual connection when you're doing this with a group, we've done it several times on Zoom. We have 15, 20 people, and yeah, they can do it on their own, but when you're doing it with a group on Zoom, you can feel that spiritual connection. I mean, it's like, wow, you don't want to leave the meeting. It's just a wonderful, healing, loving, accepting type feeling. So, anyways, if you're interested in knowing about the meditation course, there's a link right below the video. And I think for a few more days, we're having an introductory offer because we just created the thing and it's a ridiculous discount. I think it's like 25% or something, but I probably shouldn't say that on video because you people are going to be watching the video after it's gone. Okay. So that's until this Friday, which is tomorrow, January 27th. But it's still a really great price for what you're getting. All in all, it's like 21 videos. Comes with a manual of the 30 scripts, so you actually have the scripts uh, written, so you can use them and practice them. It has another what is it, 50, 25, 50 questions and answers think it's
It's
50.
a booklet. Yeah, it's a booklet with
Yeah,
50.
like a
I
report.
don't remember exactly. Yeah, 50 Q&A questions. Yeah.
And a certification, so you can actually
Yeah.
teach it. And we have a video just designed to building business. And I put a technique, one of my favorite techniques of building a business, where you can deal with, there's an organization out there that you can deal with that will help you for free to build your business. They'll advertise to everyone in this city. So depending what city you're going to, so you're going to get free zing, free advertising. They'll even give you a place to meet. So they'll host it. They'll get people for you. All you need to do is to show up and
Sure.
teach, and they'll even pay you. But this is a great way to get started, to get your name out there, and you do something with them once or twice, and to get these people to come to your own practice so you can build your own meditation practice. And you can even do that same thing with hypnosis. It's a trick. You can do it with pretty much anything, with Reiki, with quantum touch, whatever kind of metaphysic things you do. You can use the same technique on all of them. So it's in there and showing you about web pages and all kinds of things on how to get a business started and built. So click on the link below there, and I can go on and on with talking, but we don't have a lot of questions here today. I think people are just shocked. Whoa, look at all that. I'm going to start a business and hypnotize cats or meditate with cats. That should be a book, a movie, Meditating with Cats. So anyways, with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments below after the video, and we'll see you in next week's Hangout. And I always give Ralu the last word because she makes me.
Thank you so much for being here and for watching, guys. Don't forget to click the link below and get your course, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.